Hi guys, and welcome back to yet another video. Now today we are going to be making one of my top selling and favourite flowers. It's an anemone flower. Now I am going to be making an anemone flower with a blue centre rather than a black one. All the tools and equipment will be listed in the description box below, so do check them out. So let's get started. Now for this tutorial you will need your veining board, your frilling foam pad, your storage board, a little pot to put your colouring in, some sugar glue. Oh, by the way, I've got a tutorial on how to make your own sugar glue, and I've also got a tutorial on how to make your own Gumpaste. I'll also leave the link for this in the description box below. You need some sort of blue colouring. Now whether it's a pen, a brush pen, or petal dust, whatever you want to use. Got some black double-sided stamens. Now these are just available on eBay to buy, and I'll leave a link for them in the description box too. Got some Peony Veiners. Now this is semolina, coarse semolina, which I've just dyed using the blue and the black petal dusts. This is what the flower centres look like, and I've already got two black ones pre-made just to show you. And now we'll be doing a blue one. Some anemone cutters. Now these come in a set of 3. And your Florist Wires. The 20 gauge one is for the centre, and the rest of the white are for the petals. Now these are 28 gauge. So all you do is get some gum paste. You don't need a huge amount, just a tiny amount. And then you just roll it into a ball. And then get your 26 gauge wire, dip it in your sugar glue. And then just poke it in. And then you just wait for that one to dry. And what you do is you just get some sugar glue on a brush and just coat the whole centre ball. And grab your blue or black semolina. Just pop it in and give it a good shake and cover the whole little bud with semolina. And just keep doing that until it's all covered. Get rid of all the excess. And that's what it looks like. Can you see how it's added texture to the ball? Now let's do the stamens. So what you do with the stamens is you get another white wire, the same 28 gauge, and you put 1 or 2 stamens in there. Loop the wire around the stamens and bring them over, and then just twist like you would with a rosebud, getting it fairly tight at the base. And if you see that it's still moving, as mine is, just get some pliers and just tighten them up right in the middle, and that will help secure it. And then just keep going with the twist. And then just bring them up from both sides. so they come together. So they come together like that. And then what you would do is you would get your colour. If you were using petal dust, I would just add a bit of water to that. Or you could also use the Sugar Flare blue dye and use that with a little bit of water as well. But because this is easier, I'll be using this. And then you just paint it. Only to about a half or 3/4. And just add a little bit more if needed. Like so. Now you could add 1 or 2 or 4 bunches like these, and you would just make them and colour them using the same technique, and then I would just wait for them to dry, and while they do, I would start making the petals. Now, as I mentioned earlier, these come in a set of 3 and you can use whichever size you want to make your flowers, but if you want to know the sizes that I'm about to use, I will give you the measurements for those. I'm going to use the smallest 2. And the smallest one is exactly 1 inch in width and 1.7 inches in length. And the medium one is 1.7 in width and 1.8 in length. So first you need to get your gum paste. Over here I've already got the white that I've made pliable. Just going to take a small amount and put the rest back in. And just roll it out. I'm rolling it out so I can cut all 5 petals in one go. And for this particular flower, I only use 2 rows and I use 5 petals of each cutter. And then your rolling pin and just roll it out. Remember, you just want to make it stick to the board at first. Otherwise, it just keeps peeling off like this one keeps doing. Like that. So just bring it across. And again, you want the bottom part thicker than the top part. So when you insert your wire, you find it easier. And then what you can do with a larger rolling pin, just go over it to give it that smooth finish. Otherwise, when you use a smaller rolling pin, you could see the little lines from where you've finished and started. And then using the smallest one, or whichever one you want first, just cut them out and keep storing them in your storage board. And then we're going to roll some more paste out and cut out the remaining 5 medium petals. Once you've cut all 10 or more, if you want, it's now time to get the veining mold and thin the edges and vein them. So you first start off with the smaller size. And then insert your wire. Press the base so the wire doesn't come out and it secures it. The grooved side facing down. And then just press firmly so it gives that nice imprint. And then just using your ball tool, just thin the edges ever so slightly. And then bend the wire and into your apple tray. Now time to do the rest. So again, dip the wire in the glue. Press the base to secure the wire and the grooved side facing down. Just press firmly. And then thin the edges. And then into your apple tray again. So once we've done all the petals, we're going to let them dry for a couple of hours and then we're going to come back to assemble the beautiful flower. So the petals are fully dried and now you want to push everything to the side and start assembling the anemone. So first you will need some floral tape, some white floral tape for this part, and I've just got some cut already for me to use. And first you want to get your center bud and your stamens and just put them next to the center about halfway up, and then get your floral tape and just wrap that round the stamens. Be sure to stretch the tape, otherwise it will not stick, and then just bring that around, tightening it up so it secures the stamens in place, like so. And then you want to do the same to the other side. And then if they get together, just bring them across by pulling them to the side where you've not got any. Like so. And then you get your first petal, which is the smaller one of the two. Be careful not to colour the petals with your blue hands or black hands. Place that next to the stamen, so the wire is where you've taped it exactly. And then just go over with a thinner florist tape. Again, make sure you stretch the tape, otherwise it will not stick. And then just keep going round, adding all 5 petals for the first row, and then the remaining medium-sized 5 for the second. So this is what it looks like after we've added our first row, and now it's time to add the second row. And you would add that in between the petals. And then once you've added your last petal, bring the floral tape all the way down so it's covering all the wires. And if you need some more, just get some more. And there we have the anemone. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the centers can also be made in black, for which you'd use black stamens, and I've still painted them halfway down so you can't see most of the white ones. And this is our completed blue anemone flower. And you can see the veins there too, the veining. How beautiful does this look? And I like that the petals are not all uniform. They've all taken their own shape, and that's what makes it look more natural. So guys, on that note, this video comes to an end. Now, I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, guys. If so, do give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You'll find the subscribe button right over here. Subscribing will send you notifications when new videos get uploaded. I will see you next time with another new video tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!